Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Just Talks with Soti. If this is your first time of joining in, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for being here with me. Without further ado, let's get down to the business of today. Okay, so today we'll be discussing the fruit of the Spirit, and our text is from Galatians 5 from 22 to 23. Okay, I will be as honest as possible. I'll tell you about my struggles. Okay, now we understand that, okay, for some of us, not all of us actually just came to a realization that it's the fruit of the Spirit and not fruits. Okay, so some of us used to think earlier on that it was fruits like like you have to pick one and leave the other. No, if you're going to walk by the Spirit, you're going to have all of it and you're going to live by it. Now, it's not your strength, it's God's strength working in us, okay, as believers. But then I must admit that it's not been an easy one, but then it has been a journey because we all have our weaknesses, okay? So, and then I remember Paul saying that it's in our weakness that God's strength is made supreme and all of that. That's me paraphrasing, by the way. Okay. So before I start with my struggles, I would note just a few things. Um, I think in my journey as a believer, okay, I've had several struggles. One of it is I pretty much feel that people should know what to do without being told. I mean, you have to be smart. I just feel that, I mean, you have to learn fast, you have to be smart, you have to know what to do. Like I think some things should just be one plus one is two, and not me telling you that one here and one here, and tell you, oh, if I have one orange and you have one orange and I put it together, like, okay, so if you're following this story, you would get to know that one of my weaknesses would be patience. Casted. Okay, so I never used to be a very patient person, and to be honest, I am still not 100 on patience. Okay, so yeah, love. I think I don't think there's ever a time that we would ever get to a point and say, oh, we've loved 100. No. Yeah, we're getting there. It's a work in progress, but I think I'm way better at love than at patience. Okay. So for patience, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Okay. So I'll tell you about my struggles. I mentioned earlier I will be as honest as possible. So I'll give a few instances. Okay, real life event, real life story that this happened to me. Like, it's not like it's not a telltale. It's me talking to you, you and I. Okay. Uh, um, I think okay. So I'll start with this. When I decided, I think it was the time I got a realization that I wasn't too patient. Like I needed things done like this. Like I don't want to have to wait for things and all of that. So God was helping me, and God is still helping me. So there was a particular time I was reading a devotional, and the devotional was on the fruit of the spirit, and I think I was on patient. So I prayed about it, and I was like, oh God, okay, I realized that one of my weaknesses is I'm not so patient, and I need to understand that some persons are not there yet, and some persons are work in progress. So we are all work in progress, anyways. And then I prayed for patience, to have more patience with people. Okay, and there was something I got to realize is, okay, so someone said somewhere, I can't remember, I think it was a movie or something, where it says that if you pray for faith, instead of God to give you faith, it gives you opportunities to express your faith and all of that. So I think that was what happened to me basically. Like from the day I started that devotional to the end of the devotional, every freaking day somebody was getting on my nerves. God, either in the bus, either at work, somebody just every it was like yo, I was set up. That was the exact word. Okay, so were there days that I persevered? Yeah. Were there days that I blew off the roof? Yes, so there were days like that. Okay, let me remember one particular incident. I think that incident is like, what? Okay, so I boarded a bus. I think it was on the island, yeah, and I was heading towards my end. The bus driver, I think there were a lot of people at the bus stop, and then he inflated the fare and all of that. But then, when I am running late or probably I'm tired, I don't even have the strength to start saying, "Oh, is it not this price? Is it not X price or Y price?" Okay, so I boarded the bus, and yeah, we got into the usual Lekki traffic, and the guy swerved off the road. And on, if you know Lekki Expressway so well, you know that there's a part of the road that is quite sandy and bumpy. Okay, so the guy just swerved to that side, and then he was just going all. And the bus we boarded was a mini bus, so at every time we got into a bump, our heads, like the three of us at the back, our heads would hit, the roof of the bus. And I was like, why did you take this place? Like, come on, you shouldn't have taken this place. Whoa. I mean, that was the only thing. To be honest, that was the only thing I said. And the next thing I heard, God have mercy. Nobody on earth has cost me as much as this. This guy was raining curses at me. I got to a point I was literally saying, "Why would you curse me? What did I do to you?" All I said was, "Why did you take this place?" And as if that was not enough, I think somebody was trying to cross the road, and the next thing the guy goes, um, like, I think what he said was, "Oh, cross now, let me hit you," or something. Like, the guy was all over the place. Legit, I didn't even know when I said, "Everything you're saying is back to you. Why would you curse me? Every curse, I reverse it back to you," and all of that. It was quite messy, because I was like, why? I kept on asking, like, why would you? The more I asked, why would you curse me? In fact, the more he increased his curses. Okay, I landed at my bus stop, and I was really upset. But for a moment, I heard in my spirit, pray for him. I'm like, eh? Pray for who? Like, someone that just cursed me. Like, this guy was cursing to the point that I was adding your generation and all of those stuff. If you're based in Lagos and you know the typical bus drivers in Lagos, you understand what I mean. And I heard it again. Pray for him. Oh my goodness. And you know, I remember I was reluctant, but eventually I said a word of prayer, and I remember saying, okay, I forgive you for cursing me. God help you, God change you, and every of those curses in reverse, they are null and void. Nothing will happen to you. As you have cursed me, and I said reverse it. Everything is null and void, and all of that. And then I felt a certain ease. I felt a certain ease within me. Okay, so that was the first one. That was patience. Okay. So the second one I think I had an issue with was gentleness. Yeah, a bit of patience, gentleness, and then mixed up with anger. You know what the Bible says about being quick. Don't be quick to speak, be slow to speak. Okay, so this one happened some months back. Okay, I was in the car downstairs, and legit someone poured water from the second floor on the car, and then the window was open, so it splashed on me, you know. And I remember saying, "Why did you pour water?" When I looked up, I didn't see anybody. That was the first scenario. That was the first incident, rather. And it wasn't up to 30 minutes again. The same person poured water down. And this time it was worse because at that time I had opened the door of the car. So the water splashed into the car, on the seat, and then on me. And then I looked up and I saw the guy, and I was like, "Why did you do that?" And the guy just took his face off, like, "Hello." What? The next day I was like, "No, you did not just do that." Oh God. All I remember was I think I alighted from the car. I banged the door, like, I literally hit the car door shut. Now this part is really crazy, okay? I literally hit the car door shut, and then I was on my way to the second floor to give me peace of my mind. Lord have mercy. I was on the first floor, which is my floor, and I remember that I left the key to the house in the car. I mean, that would have, if it was someone else that I said, oh, that should have been the Holy Spirit saying, hey, madam, calm down, calm down. So I legit went back, then went back upstairs, and then I went to the second floor. And when I got there, whoa, whoa, I gave this guy a piece of my mind. Like, the guy just kept saying, I'm sorry, ma. I'm sorry, ma. I'm sorry, ma. Apparently, it was somebody that came to fix the ACs for my neighbors upstairs, and he claimed that he did not know. And I was like, you looked at me, like our eyes met, and you took your face like it was nothing. And I'm sorry, I didn't see you, but I said, whatever. And then even though the person that they were working for had to come out, and she was like, oh, sorry, sorry about. I was breathing heavily. It was crazy. And then I came downstairs, I remember, to my flat. And while I was in the kitchen, the first thing that came to my mind was, I didn't offend anybody now. After all, you poured it on me. What's that? And I heard the voice again. What you did was not right. You should have calmed down. Now, you need to apologize. I was like, what? I want, I will want. This guy literally followed up. Apologize how? I was like, Holy Spirit, I'm sorry, but why would I apologize? Yeah, you need to apologize. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I waited for about 2, 3 minutes, gathered my thoughts, and legit I went back upstairs, and I had to go like, I'm sorry, I'm not usually like this, but I was really upset. I'm sorry at the way I spoke to you, XYZ. Now I felt easy after that, but hey, now this is the catch. So I realized that for every time I got angry and I was not patient with someone and I had to snap back at the person, I always ended up apologizing because my conscience will not let me be. And by conscience, I mean the Holy Spirit will always prick me and be like, how did you feel after shouting at that person? I'm like, but the next day I have to apologize. So every time I find out that I am not patient, I legit have to apologize, and that made me stupid. So what did I do? I learned the art to remain calm. So there are days where I'm super upset. And yeah, the Bible literally does not say you can't get upset. I mean, you can, but it says don't let the sun go down on your wrath. So what I do, what I still do, because yes, I still have, I'm not there yet. Yeah, I'm way better than months back. I'm way better than a year ago. I'm way better than yesterday. I'm way better than last week. But what I learned along the way is, one of the things that helped me is, I whenever I get upset and I don't respond immediately, okay, I stay calm. It helps. Yeah, I stay calm and I'm like, Jesus help me. And another thing I learned is passing my frustration to God. There was a day I was so upset. I know that I legit had to pray. I was so angry and I started praying. I was like, Lord, I am so angry that I am worried about what I'll do next to this person, because this person has really, really, really stepped on my toes. And I legit had to pray. Guess what? While I was praying, I kept on repeating the word, I am so upset, I am so upset, I am so upset. The person never showed up. The person showed up like 2 hours after that. And by then, I was calm. So, yeah, it's a lot. So there's a lot I would talk. There's a lot there are a lot of instances that I can point to whereby you had to just exhibit the fruit of the spirit, whereby you had to be nice to someone that was rude to you, whereby you have to make excuses for people. I mean, someone literally does something silly and then you're trying to make an excuse for the person because you have to think about what would Jesus do in this situation. And some days in your head you're like, oh no, you did not. And then after all of that, or you want to type a pretty long text and then you're done typing all of it, and then when you're done, you go, I don't think I should send this. And then next you clear all of it and you write, okay. Oh God, have mercy. But I realized that it's easier because, for instance, when you walk in love, it's easier to forgive. You don't hold a grudge. Okay, there are a lot of people that have stepped on my toes. As a matter of fact, of late, what I do is I forgive in advance. Because I know that this person will always offend me every now and then. There's no how, you can't avoid it. Because this person is notorious for offending people. So what I do is I legit just do, okay, I forgive you ahead. And then every evening and every morning I literally make it like a routine to always search my heart. I'll tell God, God, search my heart. Is there anyone I'm holding in offense? I choose to forgive. And I think it became very easy. You see life from a different perspective. You you don't you don't look at the offense. You try to see things from the other person's point of view. Yeah, and then life becomes easier as you continually walk with God. And one of the things I've realized is that you need to be willing to yield. You need to yield. It's a lot, yeah, but with God helping, it becomes easy. As you continually yield, you find out that you're not bothered about your will anymore. You just want to please Him. Okay, so I mentioned patience. Those are my major struggles: patience, anger. I know love. Yeah, love. I literally had to, and it helped me a lot because I feel easy, and forgiveness is. I don't think there's any way I can't forgive anybody anymore. Like, because I put myself in the shoes of who I was before Christ rescued me, And I'm like, if God could forgive me, God died, Jesus died for me even while I was still a sinner. So why can't I extend that same grace to another person? Long suffering, meekness. Okay, I don't think I've pride, no. Um, I think I had the best role models when it comes to meekness. My dad was lowly of heart. He never saw things from. He never saw himself as bigger than anybody. So I think I had a very good role model for that. Kindness. I think I got that from my mom or my grandma as well. Literally just wanting to lend a helping hand. Gentleness. I am still working. I'm still working on that because I realize that I have a strong personality. So yes, I'm still working on that. Um, pretty much. I mean, we could go on, and I could cite a lot of instances, but I am grateful for my journey. I'm grateful for where I have gotten to, and I'd also like to hear from you. I'd like to hear what your struggles are, how you're able to overcome it. What are you currently facing in terms of walking the fruit of the spirit, and how well do you manage it? I would love to read that from you. So please, in the comment section, just write, just comment, just tell me what your struggles are. Tell me. Okay, you could also tell me the bad days. Yeah, I'd love to read that. Yeah, and then other viewers and subscribers will also love to see that. And yeah, it can help someone out there. You never know. Okay, so thank you so much for joining in. I mean, there's a lot we could say, but we need to wrap it up here. So thank you so much for joining in on my channel. This is still Just Talks with Soti. Please do not forget to like, click the subscribe button, please share. I always say share to your friends, share to your loved ones. And do not forget, you never can stop. There's never a time that you have too much love to give. Love is endless because love is God and God is love. Have a great day ahead, and I love you, and God loves you too. Bye.